Hello, 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 hello. Is anybody there? It looks like I am live now. I'm going to wait and see if anybody shows up. Hopefully we get some people. I know it's late, but hopefully we get some people in. That would be pretty cool. If not, I'm just going to build by myself, by my lonesome. Hello, hello. If you're there, if anybody's there, just say something in the chat and I will see you. But what we're going to do, if you were here earlier, you already know, but if you weren't, I'll go and let you know. We're going to keep on building this FunWhole, formerly known as FunWhole. Formerly known as FunWhole, but currently known as LumiBricks. We're going to build this. They sent me this, and I'm really looking forward to finishing it. As you can see up here is how far I got so far. Almost through the entire first book. There are 3 books in total. I'd say quality-wise so far, it's been pretty good. I was not surprised. I've heard they were a good company and everything. I've heard they were pretty decent, but I have not really messed around with any of the what's the word I'm looking for? Any of the kind of off-brand Lego bricks sort of things yet. So I was ready for it. Steampunk bridge, and it was not too bad. Hey, Clever Pig, I've actually seen some of your videos. I think I've seen some of your videos. Let me look it up. But how am I liking it? I'm liking it so far. This is the first one I built, and I have. I saw. Hey, what's up? Nice to see you. I've seen a couple of your videos. I saw the one with the if you love Speed Champions, you need to see this. I build a lot of cars, so anything Speed Champion or car related is going to show up on my recommended. So yeah, don't think I'm subscribed. I am now. Anyway, I'm enjoying it so far. It's pretty good. I like the quality of the bricks is pretty good. There are a couple pieces that I wish Lego would make, like this. Let me get this bag out of the way. This here, it's like a wedged tile, a wedged plate in Lego. It's a 2x4 wedge plate, but it's tiled. So I wish Lego would do that. That would be really helpful on some of their cars, because you use that piece a lot to make like vehicles. Like, well, I've got them all kind of hidden on this one, but I've got some wedge plates there. Sometimes you'll put a wedge plate here on the side or something, and you'll have those studs hanging out. I'm not opposed to the studs, like it is Lego, so I'm not like allergic to studs, but it would be nice if they were out of the way sometimes. That's all. Yes, they would. Love your videos too. You're very underrated. Thank you. Hope to be overrated one day. Anyway, there's a guy named Gil too. The reason I've got this out is Gil, he always messes with me about 8 stud wide vehicles, so I'm hoping he shows up. He was here earlier. I was in the middle of building this, but I finished it, and I wanted to show him the 8 stud vehicle, because I very rarely do 8 stud vehicles these days. Usually I stick to 6 stud. So Gil, if you show up, if you're there, Gil, say something, and I will show you the car. So let's get to building. How did you like the steampunk tower, by the way? They asked me what I wanted to build, and this was the one that I chose. I'm not regretting that, but that steampunk tower looks really cool. It's quite large. Also, I don't dislike the minifig people as I don't dislike them. I looking online, they look a little goofy, but in your hands, they're okay. I will say, I said it earlier when I was actually putting them together, I did not enjoy putting together each piece. Was the steampunk tower like that, where you had to put the hands and the arms and the legs together? Each piece is like, that's 3. Why can't I add 6 parts? 7, 8 with the hair and the head over 6 minifigs. It was very time consuming. And then the lighting setup was pretty time consuming as well. But not bad, just different. Ooh, I have, let's see. I like the steampunk set. Mine was the bridge, very similar to Lego's Tower Bridge set, but hard to get rid of it, just too big. Or had to get rid of it, just too big. I gotcha. I don't know what I'm going to do with this once I'm done with it. I don't know if I'm going to incorporate it into the rest of the modulars or if I'm going to keep it separate. I'll probably put it in there. I mean, it looks like it'll fit in okay. I have some custom modulars that will fit in with this as well. Hey, Scared German. Annoying to assemble, but I take no issue with the final product. Yeah, exactly. Final product, they look okay. I know a lot of people don't like these but people don't like anything that's not the official Lego minifig. Same as like the Friends, the little Friends sets. They don't like those, and they're fine. It's actually kind of funny. These look like the opposite of the Friends mini dolls to me. So the mini dolls look like somebody took a minifig and like put an air pump in it and sucked all the air out. And the FunWhole or LumiBricks minifigs look like somebody took an air pump, put it in a minifig, and pumped the air in. So it's kind of silly. They're kind of the opposite. Hey, Scared German. Why are you scared? I did have a question for you that I am forgetting to ask now. Oh, that's what it was. Clever Pig, did you have like a bunch? So these are all the extra pieces I have, and I don't think I missed any steps. I've got like, unless maybe I do them later or something, but I've got like 1x6 bricks, masonry bricks, this huge plate. Did you have a bunch of large extra parts, or did I miss several steps? Because I'm a little scared that I missed some pieces. Oh, okay, Scared German. That's good that you're scared of him. He is a great big jerk, but we are going to try to keep it as family friendly as we can, even though this is a late night chill stream, you know. We're going to try to have crazy amounts of leftover parts. Okay, so it's not just me. That makes me feel a little bit better. Scared German, we are going to try our hardest to avoid that sort of language, that's all. I don't want to bring up anything too edgy. Oh, I gotcha. I feel you. I know you're 12, I get it, you know. You can say what you want. I'm not trying to police your language, but I do want to keep certain, you know, words and stuff. I want to keep those inside. I do agree with you. That guy is pretty scary. He's a great big jerk. Anyway, I'm going to finish up book 1. Clever Pig, what's next on the list of videos? What are you working on now? Good, cool. Scared German. I'm American as well. I'm down south. Down south, so you'll hear a little bit of a goofy accent sometimes. Clever Pig, what's next on the list of videos? What are you working on? And I'm going to start putting this together. Try my best to multitask, but I don't think I'm going to be very successful at it. trying to get used to OBS and live streaming. It's not something that I typically really do. So, let's start putting it together. Oh, hey, South Carolina, you ain't too far then. No, bunch of people in South Carolina. I do feel like the bricks, or the plates especially, McLaren Solus GT, built a 1x8 Technic style McLaren Solus. Do you, is it a mock? Did you design it, or was it a product, or was it like something that you got off Rebrickable? Where did it come from? As far as videos I've got coming up, I've got a video coming out tomorrow about, there it is. I've got a video coming out tomorrow about adding doors, like working doors to Lego cars. I think that one will be pretty cool. And then what I'm really excited about is a video showing how to, or not how to, but showing, like, I built every, let me show you. Try to do this without mooning everybody. Oh. Not vehicle related, so I don't know how it'll go over, but I built a bunch of Nintendo game systems. And, yeah. Built, this is the GameCube. I built all the home consoles. NES, SNES, a 64, GameCube, Wii, Wii U, and a Switch. I didn't build a Switch 2. I could just recolor the Switch, I guess, to be all black or something, but I'm going to do, I've got most of the editing, well, most of the video shot, a lot of the editing, and I have to do a voiceover sort of deal for it. But I'm really excited about this one. I really like these little kind of desk or shelf sort of style Nintendo consoles. Anyway, I think they're pretty cool. Hopefully other people think they're cool as well. NES. Yes, awesome. Yeah, that one actually has working buttons. Here, I'll show you. So I didn't show it in the Instagram, but the it's very satisfying. The buttons for the reset and the power, press in and come back out. I'm very proud of that. It's a silly little whatever, but I'm proud of it. And then this opens up as well, which is cool because it's such a small, it's very compact. So like getting that and that, I'm impressed with myself basically. But it doesn't fit a game because it's too small. But whatever. But I'm glad you saw it online, and I'm glad you liked it. So you answered just doing a review. JP Builds, good to see you. At JP Builds. Oh, it's a product, just doing a review. Who makes it? Hey, JB Builds. Should I break down my 2007 STI to build a 2020 STI? The yellow is turning orange. The yellow is turning orange. Oh, right here? I don't know what that is. My lighting situation isn't great, so I've got a... I can't think of the word, but I got a light source over there, so that's probably what's doing that. Now it's actually yellow, but I'll work on the lighting and the filmography and cinematography and all that stuff of this as I go along. This is only my third live stream, second today, so I've done 2 of those 3 today, so I'm still a little new to it. But yeah, it does look orange there, a couple other spots, but it's yellow. Some brand recommended to me that I'd never heard of, but we shall see. Cool. I get a little nervous about the off-brand stuff. I kind of talked about this a little bit earlier today when I was streaming, but I've had a bunch of my MOCs pop up on off-brand websites. Not saying that Ike is a bad website or anything like that. I have no idea. I don't know about him, but I get a little nervous about the off-brand stuff just because of my experience with them with my own stuff. It doesn't make me feel great. It's why when FunWhole, I kind of looked into them a little bit. They seem like they have like actual designers that they're paying to make their stuff as opposed to just buying it off Rebrickable. So I hope that the Ike, I'm sure they are. I'm sure it's a real company. Like the video of yours that I saw with the that Audi and stuff. Those were like original designs that they had commissioned or paid a designer or something like that. So that was pretty cool. It wasn't just stolen from Rebrickable sort of stuff. I'm gonna leave because I have to finish up my mock contest results. What's the contest, JB? If you're still here, I'm not sure if you are. I do like that the pieces are all printed, by the way. I think that's really cool. I see that more on sites like Alien, AliExpress, or Temu. I would never mess with a stolen design. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I appreciate that. That's just my experience with them. Of course, not all companies are like that. So that's good. And I have AliExpress's. I think what they did is bought, because I always see the same couple of things. There's like a Tundra, any speed, size, style MOCs. Oh, nice. I wish I would have seen that. I would have built something for it. Honestly, there's so much stuff online, it's hard to keep up with everything. But yeah, AliExpress and Amazon. I actually saw my stuff on Amazon once. It popped up in that things you may like section. There was a Chevy Chevelle that I built that popped up in the items you may like. I'm like, yeah, I might like that because I designed it. But it popped up on there. It was really lame. But I think what happened was a couple years ago, my best guess is that somebody basically bought a bunch of stuff off of Rebrickable and sold it to all those like kind of drop shipping websites. Because I see the same couple of things pop up over and over and over and over again. Not just my stuff, but others as well. All right, JB. Thank you for jumping on. It was nice meeting you. And I'm going to do more of these kind of live streams more often. So I'm sure I will see you again in the future. I do like that all these parts are printed, by the way. I think that is super cool. S15 Silvas are peak. They are pretty cool. They are definitely pretty cool. It's kind of dark in here. I can't read everything. Kind of a brownish piece. Definitely make me do a double take if I ever saw a mock of mine on Amazon. Sorry, I'm stolen. That sucks, man. No, it's cool. I mean, well, it's not cool, but you know, it happens. And it's not just me either. It happens to everybody basically that's on Rebrickable. But Rebrickable, I don't want to say that they're. It's not a bad website or that they don't try to combat that. I think they do, because I haven't seen a lot of like newer designs pop up on the kind of off-brand websites. I think that they did some work on who can buy what basically on there. I don't know how, but I do think that they did some sort of policing at some point in the past. But I mean, you put something online for sale, you can't get too mad when somebody buys it. You can get a little annoyed when they sell it, though. That I'm not a fan of. All right, where does this go? Do you do any sort of MOCs or anything, Clever Pig? Most of the stuff I think I've seen a couple of your videos. It's kind of like reviews or upcoming, product sort of stuff. Do you do any design and stuff of your own? Same for you. That's my son is refusing to go to bed out there. He's a silly kid. Can't tell what color that's supposed to be. Like a maybe dark bluish gray sort of deal. There it is. All right, put this on there. Let's put that there, and then a dark red. Try to build it, I guess, for the camera a little bit more. I do here and there Speed Champions MOCs. I have a Datsun drift truck with Denso Sard Supra that I'm fairly proud of. Oh, cool. Is it online? Can I see it? Can I see it anywhere? I'd love to check it out. You know, it would be kind of funny is to take the, maybe this is sacrilege, but take the, if you're like a Lego purist, take this and build it in Lego. It's like Lego pieces. And then post it on Rebrickable as your own design. It'd be so trashy. It'd be so trashy. Let's see. I really like all these little mini builds in this too. This little section up here, there's some like record collection sorts of deals. Those are really well done. This little table is really well done. All the printed pieces really help. Hoping to do more soon. Well, if you have them up online or pictures of them anywhere up there, post it in the chat and I'll look it up. I'll look it up later tonight. What do you think about, so I kind of want to do some more like of these live stream sorts of things, but I want to do live stream like designing sorts of builds. So have a live stream of me actually designing a car or something along those lines. Do you think that would be a good idea? That would be savage. You're talking about the rebrickable? Yeah, that would be savage. Oh, I know what this is going to be. This is going to be like a record, this is a good build. This is going to be a record shelf. For sure. But this is a good little submodel build right here. See, that's where the records are going to go in there. Thank you, Clever Pig. I think so too. Gil. Gil. I don't know if you're here, but I hope you are, because I want to show you the, whatchamacallit, the Lexus that I built. I've had it on my desk all day, waiting to show you it whenever you got back, whenever I started this live stream. I think people would love that. I'm glad. That would be pretty sick. I think this is the right, no, that's not the right color. They are, I tell you, I have not messed with a lot of alt bricks, like I said earlier, but I am a fan of getting all these different colors and pieces that Lego has not made yet. I am definitely very much into that. Sometimes you'll run into issues when you're designing things because Lego just doesn't have a piece in that color. Like I have a what is it? A Nissan Skyline over there, like Brian's Nissan Skyline that I've been waiting to build for. I have it all put together, but I'm waiting on Lego to put out. Oh, there's none in here. A 1x2, those 1x2 cut corner. 1x2 cut corner tile pieces that they just came out with maybe a year or two ago. I've been waiting forever for Lego to make that available in light bluish gray so that I could finally actually put out those instructions. It has literally been, it's probably been 6 months to a year since I actually built it. They just haven't put the part out yet that I need. What am I making right now? Right now, I am making a record store by the company LumiBricks, formerly known as FunWhole. FunWhole with a W. It's a modular building. Let me put this little piece together real quick and I'll show you the box for it. But it's a modular style building it's a record store with like a recording studio on top, and it is pretty cool. Can you do a build on the can I do a build on the, show us the piece? I'll show you. I'll grab that car in a second. I will grab that car after I put this. It is actually insane. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let me put this little shelving unit together and I'll grab it because it's right over there. C. Sheltman, can you do a build on the Plymouth Superbird? You know, you might be pleasantly surprised at some point in the near future. 8 stud wide or 6 stud wide? Choose your answer wisely while I grab this car. 8 stud or 6 stud? C. Sheltman. I have my pile of unfinished cars right on that shelf over there. This right here, these 2 pieces. That's all I'm waiting on. These 2. The rest of it's done. And I think it looks really cool. Now it's 6 studs wide, so it looks a little skinny from the front, but I think this thing looks really good for a classic 6-stud wide style build. I'm really proud of it, especially the front end here. And there's a major difference between this and the, see if you notice, with it's always 6-stud wide. It's usually 6-stud wide, okay? It used to be 8-stud. Now it's a lot of 6-stud. Can you see the difference between this and the LEGO 8-stud version, though? Is there anything that you notice? Tone deaf. I'm doing Jeopardy. It's up here on the hood. Do you see just a row of 23 studs hanging out on the front, or is it nice and smooth? Nice and smooth. So I'm very proud of the way this turned out. I just need them to put out that piece so I can actually put out the instructions for it. It's even collecting dust. So, Plymouth Superbird. Yes, I can put out. I already have instructions up on Rebrickable. Those have been out for a while. But I'm working with a guy who's putting a... I haven't built the other version yet because I'm waiting on the decals. But I'm working with a guy who is putting together Richard Petty style, number 43 decals for a dark azure version of this. This is the one you're talking about, the 6-stud. I mean, I do have an 8-stud version of this also up on my Rebrickable page. You can check that out there if you don't want to wait. But I'm waiting on the decals. I don't think I'm gonna make a tutorial video. I do think I will do a kind of highlight sort of deal. But yes, I'll do something with it when those decals come in. I think he's got them designed and finished. I just don't think he's shipped them yet. But then I think they're coming from Europe, so I'll probably have to wait a little while before I get them anyway. But I really like that car a lot. Are you going to keep it as a, you'd love a Richard Petty car? Nice. Well, that's what's coming. When I get those decals, that's what I'm going to build. I'm just waiting on the decals to actually come in. And then I'll put that out. Would you rather a Richard Petty version or a, like the orange version? I think most people know it as the Richard Petty car, obviously. I really liked, what's that guy's channel? Hoovie's Garage. Hoovie's Garage, that guy had a orange Plymouth Superbird. And I just thought it looked so cool in that color. So that was the color that I decided to build it in. Although I don't think it's the most popular version of that car. I think the Richard Petty version is obviously the Richard Petty version is more well known. Ooh, I like that a lot. I don't know if y'all can see this. You can kind of see it, but this little kind of record shelf stack, that looks really good. That's really good, especially with all the printed pieces there. 11 8-stud. I did an 8-stud Superbird 2. So let me go back a little bit. They made the 1x2 tile Aston Martin DB5 Speed Champ. They did not. I promise you they didn't. I would have it. I have 2 of those. I have one. A lot of the Speed Champion cars, I'll buy 2. I did. I kind of don't do it anymore because I don't keep the 8 studs together. Don't tell anybody. I take the 8 studs apart whenever I make them in 6-stud wide, but I used to keep the 8 studs together. But I kind of ran out of space. But I don't, they didn't have that one in that set. I'm pretty sure. I'll double check real quick on Bricklink. I'm pretty sure they don't. We're probably talking about a different piece. DB5. Let's see. Ooh, I did an 8-stud Superbird 2. Loving yours. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What color was the 8-stud version that you built? And then, what is my favorite build ever? My favorite build ever. Of a Lego set, like an official set, or of a MOC? I don't think it did. I think you're right there, Clever Pig. I don't think that piece existed then. I'm going to try to find out what you're talking about, though. I'm looking on there right now. I don't see it in their inventory. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. I'm talking about this piece. Scared German. It's this piece right here. It's not on that DB5 set. There's a piece that's a wedge that like curves down, so it's 2 plates tall. But this one is actually it's a tile, so it's only 1 plate tall. You might be talking about the wedge piece, which is a little bit different. That's a curved downward sort of deal. This one is just straight across. Have I ever thought about building a Subaru? I have. I want to build, what is that, the Baby Driver car? I want to build that, the red, I don't know, WTX or something like that. Whatever's at the beginning of the movie there. But I'll tell you another thing. I haven't actually watched Baby Driver yet. There's another thing y'all don't tell anybody. You're going to ruin all my car cred with the car nerds of Lego. They're gonna hate me. I've had that movie since it came out on Blu-ray. I've just never seen it. I saw your video on it, Clever Pig. I love the black. I'll look it up on your channel when I get done streaming tonight. I'll watch that if it's on there. That'd be awesome. I'm going to look at the thumbnail at least while I'm here, see if I recognize it. Super Bird. Super Bird. Oh, that is pretty good looking. Is that, the tail section looks, the front does not. The tail section kind of looks like,
hello everyone.
Whatchamacall is, Daytona. Rolling Bricks. Like his Daytona.
With Geico, we can easily bundle home.
The front is very, very different, though. Clever Pig, did you see? Is that where the idea for the tail fin kind of came from? Rolling Bricks made a Fast and Furious dark. I think it was dark red was the color that he did. But he made a Daytona that looked very the whole thing doesn't look like that, but the tail end, I think that tail section looks like it kind of. Just design it my own tune. Do not look up any designs. That's awesome. Well, y'all have a similar. Actually, I think mine too. It's funny. Just people come into the same conclusions basically without really looking at other people's stuff. That just means that whatever you thought of is the best idea. I did the same. I mean, obviously it's a little smaller, so I did shorter, but those wedge plates, I did a similar thing there. Ooh, I like the trunk. It has a. Okay, so the spoiler kind of leans back a little bit at an angle. That's really awesome. I'm talking about the printed tile for the tail. The printed tile for the tail. Are you talking about the headlights? Or tail lights? Scared German? Because those tail lights are not the piece that I'm talking about. Great minds think alike. That's right. That's right. I do really like the tail end section, though. And I like what you did, too, with the... that's really tricky. The front end, yours looks good. I guess the headlights, that part's really tricky because it's not only they angle, and then they also they don't quite meet in the middle. So you use those kind of D tiles, the D-shaped tiles, the half round, I guess, tiles, the 1x1s, to not have them quite meet up in the middle like that. That looks good. It looks really good. I'll watch this with the sound on after I get done streaming everything. Building a Plymouth Roadrunner. Yes. Better look it up. So I did make I didn't make a Roadrunner, but I made a Duster and a Cuda. And I think I might be wrong, but I feel like they're all kind of based on the same thing. Like they look very similar. Makes a ball joint a lot more tricky than most might realize. Yeah, I don't. That's pretty cool. I'll watch the video so I can kind of look at it myself later. But it looks good at first glance, for sure. It's tough too. Like, let me put this piece on here. Talking about it's trickier than people might realize. I'm in the same boat you are sometimes with some of my stuff, where I'm like, I'm very proud of a certain technique or a certain trick that I did in order to get something to work right, but it's buried in the middle of the build, so nobody sees it except for me. You can't really take pictures of it or anything like that, or nobody will know what's going on. 1x2 flat side and 2 curves on the other. No curves. It was impressive how you guys build super headlights. The Superbird headlights. It is impressive. Scared German, no curves. There are 0 curves on the piece that I'm referencing. It's a 1x2 tile. So almost like this, right? This is a grill, but just imagine this is a tile, right? 1x2 tile. But there's a 45-degree angle right here to right here. So it's a angled cut tile piece. And there are 0 curves on it, no curves. And it, for some reason, does not come in light bluish gray. I think it's because LEGO secretly hates me. And they know that I designed it, but there's a massive conspiracy against me. That's what it is. It's after midnight. Bye, C. Sheltman. It's nice talking to you. Keep an eye out for the Superbird. I'll put something up when I get those parts in. Or not parts, but the decals. Thank you for joining, too. Thank you for hopping on. Trying to look at this. I don't think I'm ever going to get through this build. I'm pretty sure I'm never going to finish it, ever. Goodbye, C. Sheltman. Another cool little build, man. They are really good at their these little small, whatchamacallit, small submodels. Their submodels are pretty good on this build so far. I'm very happy with this. I didn't think I'd hate it, obviously, but I didn't think I'd enjoy some of the stuff as much as I do. I really like this model. I think it looks really good. It's like a desk. Let me turn it this way so you can see the back end of it. It's like a desk for the try to do this without dropping it all over the place. Here. So this is the floor of the record store that's going in there. It's kind of interesting too. Yeah, this is going to work the same way. This is the floor of the record store. This is going to go in here. I don't think you can really see it. Actually, I got an idea. Because I got some of the lighting working already. Maybe that. Yeah, that does help. So this is all tiled off. And you see this little thing right here. There's a raised tile raised by one plate. This is going to be held in place there. This is only held in place by there's a single stud, but this is all removable. Like this is all, the whole floor is basically tiled off, and then you place the floor. This is built as a subsection, submodel that you're putting on there after the fact. That's weird or unusual. On Legos, on like the official modules, you're basically building directly onto the floor. Whereas these, or at least with this one that I'm working on, it's not like that at all. Yeah, see, this floor is literally gonna slide into place, which is unusual for how I'm used to building Lego modular buildings. Look at that, it just slides right in. So if you want to take it out, I guess it's easy as that to do. It's really cool. It's different for sure. It is also, it's nice that they have so much of it detailed. I wonder if that's going to continue on to the second and third floor. That's one thing I'm not a huge fan of about the Lego modulars is that they are not very, I don't think they're very well detailed once you get past that first floor usually. I don't like I said earlier, I'm not like opposed to studs. It's Legos, so obviously they're going to be studs. But I like that they're putting more pieces in here so far. I wonder if that trend will continue onto the third and fourth floor of this build. Shrink the Lamborghini VGT. Three grills. Who asked about the favorite MOCs earlier? I didn't answer that question. It might have been Shelton. I might have missed it. That's fine. I get the two confused. The Lamborghini VGT. Talking about that? Yeah, I think you're right, Clever Pig. It's a newer mold. I don't think it existed when the James Bond car came out. But it's a really cool piece. It just, for whatever reason, doesn't come in Lego's like main color. If you're talking about that olive green one, yeah, the Vision, I don't know how I'm going to do that. I just figured out the Valkyrie, the Aston Martin Valkyrie, like a week ago. I just figured that one out, but that Vision thing, I don't know how that would possibly work in 6-wide. I have not wrapped my brain around it yet. It is pretty. That thing is intense. That's a really good build. Really cool car. But I don't know. I don't know how in the world I would be able to build that. But I might try. Oh, I see what that's doing. Okay, so that goes there. That goes there. That goes there. Although I would love to have the title of the Speed Champion. I think that would be pretty cool, man. Put it on Put it on a nameplate or something. Introduce myself that way. Who are you? Oh, I'm Mr. Champion. Mr. Speed Champion. That's my name. Don't wear it out. Be a really good way to introduce myself, you know. Uh-oh. Why is that there? Extra parts, I guess. Yeah, I'm not wild about the extra pieces. It's nice to have extra parts, but I'm not going to mix them in with my regular Lego pieces. And I don't know how many FunWhole or LumiBricks, products I'm going to get. Not that I guess maybe I am a little Lego snobby. I'll try to work on that. But I'm not wild about all these extra parts. Makes me nervous. So this goes back here. And that prevents it from opening. It does. So if that's on there, it actually prevents the whole thing from opening up. So this is Flying Forward Angular. Here's what it's going to look like. I don't know if you can see it. It's going to look like this once it's all done. It's maybe 3 floors high. Yeah, 3 floors in the roof. But it's pretty cool so far. I'm really enjoying it. On to book 2. Bam. Reports really make you sick. It does. The Flying Forward Angular. I'm gonna Angla. I'm not saying it right. I don't see the part I'm talking about. I am gonna look up the part number so you can look it up and know exactly what piece I am referencing. I should have gone into music, I feel like I'm very talented at it. Let's see. Part 5091 and 5092. 5091 is the wedge left version. 5092 is the right version, as in the right angle. Not like the correct version, but the right one. Right, left. 5091, 5092. And yes, the extra parts definitely make me second guess what I'm doing. I'm going to turn off these lights. But doesn't that look good? That looks pretty good in there. All right. Let's get to building. Gonna be building this thing forever. It's huge. That's how I feel every time I do a modular. I get super excited. I'm like, yes, this is gonna be a cool build. It's gonna be giant and lots of details. going to be great. And then it takes 45 days to complete it. And you feel like you've made little to no progress. Because of how slow it is. How slow the process can be. I have not built it yet. I have the Tudor corner and the, the museum. I haven't built the museum or the Tudor corner. They're both sitting in my closet. I've not built either one of those yet. Kind of a space issue, and also I don't have the time a lot of time. And like I said, they're just such large builds. It's hard to get that motivation. Where's this? That goes like that. So that must go here, there. 2x6 brick. Something wrong. What did I do? Oh no, I didn't. That's right. That piece goes there. That piece goes like this. And then this piece is going here. So they did also, if anybody ever wants to buy one of these, there's a link in the description that'll get you a 8% off coupon discount on the item that you buy from the store. Anything on the, I think it's anything on the LumiBricks website. I could be wrong, but I think it's anything that's on there. 8% discount. This goes here like that. So this is going to go here like this. So Clever Pig, what Clever Pig, Scared German, what do you like to build? I know Clever Pig builds like cars. That's his bread and butter. It seems, I could be wrong, but that's what I've gathered. A lot of cars. Very cool. I too build a lot of cars. Scared German, what do you like to build? I know you're talking about a Silva a minute ago. Is it safe to assume you also like to build cars? I will say another thing too is some of these, I do declare, some of these parts have like this, like their brackets have, let's see if I can show you. Yeah, they have their brackets, and then this window pane has this like curve on it. It's kind of unusual, kind of weird. I wonder if that's a patent issue or if that's a design choice. The brackets look okay once they're all in place. They look fine, but it is kind of weird seeing it. That's wrong. Let's go do this this right here. Yeah, that's the part. Let's see, that goes there like that. And then that is going to go here. That can't be right. Yeah, that's not right. What did I do? I know what I did. At least I think I know what I did. I did do what I think I did. It's the wrong part. It's that one. How long is that? Is that 16 or is that 14, 8, 6, 6, 12, 16? Yeah, that's 16. Studs long. Hold on one second. I got a message on Instagram. I missed a piece. I'm glad I went back, or I would have been very confused later. So what do y'all got going on in y'all's lives? What are some movies you like? What are some TV shows you're enjoying? Anybody watching Andor? Andor's pretty good. Or watching The Last of Us? Anybody else gonna be a dad from The Last of Us? I'm already a dad, but I'm gonna be a dad. I know that's kind of a meme going around the internet right now. But so far, the show itself, actually, I've been enjoying it. They've managed to make Abby a even more evil person. They've somehow made Abby harder to love on the Last of Us television show than they did in the game. I don't know how they did it. It's quite amazing. But Abby is awful. Andor Season 2. Yeah. Andor was really good. I really liked the first season. The second season was pretty good, but it felt short. And I think it's over. I'm pretty sure the show's done now. But it felt a little short. But I did enjoy it. It was almost like, I don't know if you've ever seen a show called Rome that came on, it used to come on HBO. Am I doing this right? Yeah. It was a show called Rome on HBO. And the second season, basically they got the news during the first season. So it's about ancient Rome, obviously, with like Julius Caesar. And the first season, they basically got rid of Caesar. You know, all the senators and, you know, et tu Brutus, Brute, et tu Brute. They did all that in the first season. And then the second season, I guess the show was so expensive that they decided to not do it anymore past the second season. So they basically rushed 20, 30 years of Roman history into like 8 episodes of TV. And it is fantastic. Like, it's a really good show. But it feels very rushed, obviously. I kind of got a similar vibe from Andor Season 2. Like, they would even say sometimes, they'd be like, oh yeah, that was 2 years ago. I last spoke to him a year ago. And you're like, that was the last episode, dude. That was a year ago? That is crazy. It felt like it was kind of rushed. And that show is so good. Like, it was well acted. I liked the story a lot. I would not have minded if it lasted a little bit longer. Like, even getting rid of what's his name? I can't think of his name. The Imperial officer guy that kind of had a oh man, I don't know if I was. I'm already into spoiler territory, but some of the things that happened just felt a little. It felt rushed. Not necessarily unearned, because I think the show was good enough that kind of the character arcs made sense and everything, but it felt quick. I feel like they could have gone on for like maybe do 3 seasons or something total. Lonnie Jung. Well, him too. I wasn't even thinking. I was talking about the guy that was with Dedra. He was in like the standards. He was the one that was living on Goran, whatever. Untarnished movies, great piece of media in their time. Yes, they are. I like Rogue One because they killed everybody off. Not because I dislike the characters, but it was a gutsy move, especially for like a Star Wars property, to actually have the nerve to get rid of characters and say they're gone for good. Although I guess Andor's kind of a prequel, but I was very happy with that movie. Yeah, Cyril. That's the guy I'm talking about. Yeah. He kind of had a little change of heart, and then bye-bye, Cyril. Spoiler warning, I guess, if anybody's watching this or watching this in the future that has not seen Andor Season 2 yet. But yeah, they got rid of him. I was, I don't know. Some of it was just a little confusing. Like, I don't really get why they were, like, how did Dedra, why did they arrest her? Unless it was basically the Emperor or Empire trying to just cover its tracks so that nobody knew about the Death Star or something. They were basically just trying to get rid of people. Didn't matter if they helped them or not. I could understand that, but I don't feel like it was explained very well. I might be wrong. I might need to just watch it again. But I feel like some of the stuff that happened just kind of happened, and I didn't quite understand why it was happening. But I could also just be kind of dumb. That's the part where somebody says, "No, you're not dumb. You're so smart." Let's see. If I don't make myself laugh, what good is it doing? No, I bricked it up. No, you're a smart man. You're so intelligent. It's the Stephen Smalley. Stephen Smalley's that his name? From SNL. You're smart. You're kind. And gosh darn it, people like you. That's what I'm looking for. Affirmation. I try to stop dropping this on the floor every 5 seconds too. What did I do? I missed a piece. Dude, your designs are amazing. Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. Thank you, Accurate Brick. That means a lot coming from you because your name is Accurate Brick. Accurate Brick Innovation. So you've got to know a thing or two about accuracy, you know? I appreciate the compliment. What do you make? What sort of cars, or, well, I guess maybe you make cars, but like what sort of Lego stuff do you like to build? That's my question for you, Clever Pig. What sort of designs do you like to build that are not cars? What other themes or what other stuff are you into? I'm pointing at you. I'm pointing you. I'm calling you out. What are you designing next? I just got done with some Nintendo consoles that I'm going to put out a video for hopefully next week. But after that, I'll tell you what I want to do that I think would be fun is to make, this is an idea for like maybe future video sort of deal too, but to make my own Lego theme. And I want it to be redneck, like I want to maybe call it like Dixieland or something, but like have different, so you know how like Lego themes will have a $5 set, you know, a poly bag. They'll have a $10 set, have a 20, a 30, a 50, a 100, maybe $150 set. You know what I'm talking about? They'll have those different price tiers. I want to make a series of city-style builds because they'd be, you know, minifig compatible, but maybe city-style builds that are based around the theme of like Dixieland. So it's like redneck stuff. Like if you get on my Instagram or my Rebrickable, look up Florida Man's El Camino or something, and you'll see this beat-up El Camino that I built with a caravan, a camper that's like attached to the back of it, has a miscolored fender. It's all beat up. It's a very beat up looking car. But that would be like maybe the $40 set or something like that. When we build like maybe 6 or 7 different sets in that same theme. I think that would be a lot of fun. Clever Pig. Non-cars, anything that just has a great build, to be honest. I'm building the City Mobile Crane right now. Really enjoying some of the city sets recently. The city sets have gotten so good, especially those the construction style things that they're making, like the crane. Those things look really good. That bulldozer thing that they have coming out, or might already be out by now, but those look so good. I wish I had some more moolah. I would definitely buy some more of those. Get all of them if I could. The color looks really good too. I like that they're using that bright light orange color. It looks very appropriate for Lego City stuff. And what else am I building next that's not a ridiculous pipe dream about making a series of Dixieland inspired builds is I made a Aston Martin Valkyrie and Vantage. You know, the Valkyrie and Vantage double pack 8-stud wide Speed Champion set that came out like a couple years ago. I finally figured out how I wanted to do the Valkyrie, and I made little 6-stud versions of that. I've also got that G-Wagon. I want to make a G-Wagon, but I'm getting a little stuck lately with the editing for the YouTube. It's just very time consuming. I didn't really think about it when I started the YouTube stuff, but it is time consuming. It does take away from designing. I don't do it as much as I'd like to. What color is this? Okay. What an insane amount of Legos in the background. Yeah, I know. You're telling me. I don't know if insane's the word. How about very appropriate number of... It is a lot of Legos back there. And that's not all. There's more. There's more Legos. I like Legos too much. Hi, Vamo Customs, by the way. How are you doing today? How's your day going? Vamo or Vamo? Or Vamo? Or Vamo? What do you like to build too, Vamo? I've determined that you might... I assume you mean might like Legos more than I do. You might be right. Actually, growing up, I really got into Legos a lot. I really enjoyed it, and I didn't do it for a long time until my mom, and this was well after I was full-grown adults, like 3 or 4 years ago. My mom bought me the Spider-Man Venomsaurus set. She happened to have seen it at Kohl's, and it was on like discount, and she had a bunch of Kohl's cash or something. And she's like, oh, you know, James likes Legos. He used to play with Legos when he was a kid. He'll love this. And so I built that, and I've not gotten out of the hobby since then. She started a fire. The amount of MOCs. I've determined that you might look due to the amount of MOCs you've made so far. That is true. There was a while. I've slowed down a little bit. Mostly because of the YouTube and just editing, and like I said, it is time consuming. But recording and editing and all that stuff. I've slowed down a little bit, but I do have a lot of MOCs on the interwebs. Do you have any MOCs or anything? Do you post your builds anywhere? Instagram? YouTube? Rebrickable? What do you like to build? Or where do you like to post your builds? Where can I see it? Where can I check it out? This goes like this. And then this goes here. Ooh, funky colored windows. What fun. Ooh, these are some seedy looking windows now. Yellow and green. Ooh. Gross. I have some on Instagram. Put your if you want to, put your Instagram handle in the chat and I'll check it out. Yo, drop your gram handle in the chat, dude. I'm hip. Your what, kneecap? You're what? You are? You have? What? You're what? I built Toretto's Market, and your fastest Fast and Furious models need to do a photo shoot in front of it at Atlanta BrickCon next year. I was at Atlanta BrickCon this year. It was the first year I ever went. They whatchamacallit, New Hashima. The New Hashima people needed a bunch of cars, and I know one of the guys that does the New Hashima already, and they asked me about doing a bunch of cars a week before the show, so I had to put a bunch of stuff together, but it ended up turning out pretty well. I had a lot of fun, and I had it set up there. In front of it, Atlanta, I built Toretto's Market, and your Fast and Furious. I'm trying to think. I saw who was on here? I don't think it was you. There was a guy who built the Toretto house. It wasn't. It wasn't you, because he was in Chicago or something like that. I don't think it was you, at least. But he built the Chicago, unless it was, and I'm just an idiot. He built the Toretto house and showed it off at like Brick World Chicago or whatever it is. Have you been to Atlanta BrickCon before? Or did you go last year? Or this year, I guess? I wish I could. I'm terrible at names. I don't remember his name. But it was a really good looking house. Especially, I really liked he had the like a dinner table set up in the backyard. It looked really good. It was a good looking mock. You know, the only problem with it is that he didn't use my he didn't use any of my mocks for his stuff. He used his own. It was a real issue. His stuff looked really good, though. I'm just being a jerk. I'm being humble, extra humble. How does this go? Like this. I feel like these walls feel a little tall next to like a LEGO modular building. These do feel a little high in the sky. Yeah, some of these. Some of the bricks just have weird. I don't know if you can see this. This is a 1x2. Gil Tucker. I'll get you in 1 second. Gil Tucker. Some of these pieces have like weird curves to them. Like this is a 1x2 modified brick with the studs on the side, but it has a curve on it. Just odd. But Gil. Gil. This has been sitting on my desk all day. I've been waiting to see you again. Let me pull it up. Let me put this piece on here real quick. No, but I'm thinking about going. You should go. It was a lot of fun. I'm getting it out of the shot so you can't see it yet. This was my first one that I went to this year. Everybody was really nice, really friendly, a lot of really cool builds. Are you in a lug or anything? A LEGO user group? Because I wasn't. I just joined Peach Lug as an active member in February when I was at the show. I think it was February. February when I was at the show. Cool to recreate the movie scene, but with Lego. You should definitely go, though. But if you're in a lug, you can like display at their table, and I think that it's cheaper, too. I might be wrong, but I feel like the tickets are cheaper to display. So you definitely should do that. And if you want to do like a little collab, if you're in if you go, I can, and you don't feel, you can build your own cars if you want. You're more than welcome. But if you want some Fast and Furious cars, boy, do I gotcha. I have a lot of those. So if you want to do like a little collaboration, that'd be really cool. Gil Tucker. Okay, you ready? I got to read your stuff. So I realized the same company you're building that I also purchased recently a cop car from them. I actually only purchased it for the light setup. Yes, that cop car looks really cool. They offered me that one. They were like, hey, do you want to build this? And it's 8 studs wide. So I was like, no, I don't. I want to build a building or something like that. It was too wide, but 8 studs wide, you'd be into it for sure. And the lighting system it's cool with the oscillating red and blue. Sorry if I'm late to the party. Did you finish that other 8 wide you were building? Oh, I can't wait. Okay. What is that? Oh, what is that? Oh, that looks so good. Except ignore these red bricks back here. They're supposed to be light bluish gray. But I got to order those from Bricklink. I'm missing like 3 parts, and it would be all done. And those are one of them. But look at that. Lovely 8 wide Lexus 350. Look at that. It's so good. Here's I'll show you the inside too. Here's the other parts. I'm really happy with how this turned out. So sunroof. And this is just to get it out of the way and the way the hinges work. But it's got room in the back for a passenger. These light bluish gray pieces here are supposed to be dark bluish gray. I just need to order those pieces. But room in the front. And then, I don't know if you can see it. I did a lot of, this one's a lot more detailed than I usually make, like the interiors. But there's a little infotainment center, or infotainment system. A steering wheel. Although I guess I usually put a steering wheel on all the cars, obviously. And I used a little microphone as the gear shifter. I know Lego's done that in a couple sets too, but it looks really good. I'm really happy with the way this one turned out. And I'll put up instructions for it on Rebrickable. It's going to be a couple months probably though, because it's a commission, and I don't want to put those out quite yet. I'm going to wait a couple months just to give the guy who actually commissioned it a good head start on being the only person to have it. And then the front was really tough. This whole section here was really very complicated. This is one of the more complicated MOCs I've made so far, but I really like it. I'm in Charlotte and I displayed with another family. We had a decent sized city layout. Cool. I always thought it would be cool to recreate the movie scene. I can't wait. And I displayed with Gold Hooker. RCF looks great. Oh my God, that is fire. Thank you. It is fire. Okay? It's very fire. And Clever Pig, yes, a Lexus 350. What's the equivalent of that in Toyota? Is it Toyota? Yeah, it's Toyota. Is that like a fancy Camry or something? I'm not super familiar with the relationship between Lexus and Toyota. Or is it Acura? Is Acura the one I'm thinking about? No, Acura is Honda. Yeah, Lexus is Toyota. It's like their big brother, right? I don't know if y'all are guitar players or familiar with that stuff, but like Gibson is like the big brother of Epiphone, right? So Gibson makes the Les Paul, but Epiphone also makes a lower end Les Paul. A fancy Camry. A very expensive Camry. RC350. So is that the actual name of it? Is an RC350? Can you elaborate on why they don't have better names? That sounds boring. The car, I'm sure, is very cool, but I don't really get what the Acura TLX Type S. I'm a huge fan of more standard cars versus exotic. I'd rather see Toyota, a Lexus, a BMW, Chevy, Ford, any of those kind of things. Yes, I kind of agree. I do like the exotic stuff. As far as like building wise, it is fun to do like the Ferraris and stuff. I've had a lot of fun with the Ferraris. I don't really have any other ones that I'm working on right now, but I built probably 20 freaking Ferraris. I made a lot of Ferraris. But I did it in a very short time frame because I avoided them for so long. But on the Ferraris, I've been doing 7 studs wide at the back and 6 studs wide at the front to kind of give it a more, I feel like it gives it a really cool, sleek sort of look. And then this one, I'm just going to get the windscreen out of the way because it's easier. But this one, I actually made the doors do a thing. Ooh, fancy doors. And that'll be on the video tomorrow about how to do Lego doors. But I have had a lot of fun with the Ferraris. What is that? That is this piece. Built a Ferrari dealership for someone a few years ago. Let me go back a little bit. Now, a front-wheel drive car that's splines on the shaft exploded and isn't sending power to the rear wheels. Tucker, but it's got to be super hard to get the curves correct. I've seen a few builds out there, and I'm like, just misses the mark, including Lego stuff. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. It is hard to get the curves on some of those right. I don't really like the F40 that they came out with this year. I wasn't a huge fan. You built a Ferrari dealership. That's cool. Accurate Brick Innovations. Call you ACI. Wait. ABI. ABI? Accurate? Yeah, ABI. Abby. It's your new name. Abby. Because Accurate Brick Innovations is a mouthful. Call you Abby. But that's awesome. I built I'm working on a dealership too. I mentioned it earlier. I'm going to do a design stream where I'm actually sharing my screen and going through all that stuff. So I'll show it off then. Just right now, I'm not really sharing my screen, so it's not really much of a point in doing all that right now. But when I do the design stream, I'll show it off. It is a long name. Abby, you're right. But I too have have designed a Ferrari dealership. I just haven't built it yet. So back here, I don't know if you can see it. That's on my Rubricable on Instagram, so you can check it out there. More pictures, and I'll probably do a video on these too because I really like them. I haven't had a chance to put them in the city yet, but there's a Lamborghini dealership up top, a Chevy dealership right there with the X-Jet landed on it for some reason, and then this is the biggest one yet. It's in a container that almost burst open. You'll notice it's bursting at the seams. So it's a Ferrari dealership with apartments on top. So Ferrari dealership on the bottom. There's 3 floors of apartments, a working elevator, and that's one building. It's on a 32 by 64? 32 by 64 base plate, or it's 32 by 40. I don't remember. It might be 2 32 by 32s next to each other is how big it is, but I have not built it yet. It's like 15,000 pieces. I'm gathering all the parts. I'm doing it in small batches I'm getting them as I'm ordering other stuff, but eventually one day I'll actually put it together. So Ferrari dealership, 3 floors of apartments, working elevator, and then the building next to that is a kind of shopping center. So it's like a makeup store. So I thought Ferrari dealership would probably have, my idea was that it was maybe a fancier apartment sort of setup with shopping next to it. So I was thinking kind of like, what do they have in Italy? I guess perfume. And then a fancy restaurant above that, clothes store, and then the final, the top level is a salon. So each building is 4 stories high. It's huge, but is in here for right now. It's like 15,000 pieces. I probably have 10 or 11,000 of the parts that I need currently. I just have to order more parts. It's next to the Cheesecake Factory. I have a Lambo dealership. Why don't you link your Instagram? Put your Instagram in here so I can check it out. Because I want to see some of your builds. You've been mentioning them. I want to check them out. Especially that Lambo dealership. Look at on my Instagram. Check that one out too if you get a chance. And I'll do a YouTube video of it at some point. Where's that other piece? There it is. Drop your link. Everything that just came out of your mouth, you're bringing to Atlanta BrickCon. I am not. I can't do it. It's too much. It's too. I'll tell you why. Is walking from the parking lot or the parking garage to displaying with all that crap is awful. If I did do it again, if I were to display again, which I think would be a lot of fun, I'm not opposed to it. I'd definitely bring a dolly. It was my first convention, so I wasn't really prepared, but definitely bring some form of of a dolly or a cart, because walking back and forth is awful. Not fun. No bueno. I'm telling you, I'm not. I can't do it. I had to rent a Dodge ProMaster van and bring my city to the convention center. Yeah, see, you know. I did bring a couple of buildings because they said I could, and I traveled back and forth basically every night of that weekend, that convention. I ended up coming back home every night, so I was on the road for 6 hours a day. I'd basically drive up there, take about 2 or 3 hours, and then stay at the convention until about 6 or 7, and then come back home, leave in the morning the next day. It was a very busy week, but it was a lot of fun. But I ended up taking a good amount of my modulars. I took completely blew apart during the trip. You read back, Cheese Factory, came out of your mouth, bring in. I had to rent a Dodge ProMaster. My Speed Champions Tower completely blew apart during the trip. I made a... How does this go? I made a car tower also. But nothing really blew up. Nothing really got that destroyed going back and forth. How does this go? These are kind of interesting parts. Sorry, I'm not holding this at a good angle for y'all to see. If you've ever built any of these LumiBricks, they have these bricks that have channels already carved into them, or part of the bricks, so you can channel the run the wires for the lighting through them. It's kind of cool. Cool little parts. Some of the coolest parts I've ran into so far on these, or on this, is just some of the parts that LEGO doesn't make. It's kind of interesting to me. And the 8 wide tower I did. The 6 wide tower is the one that blew up. I've only got a 6 wide now. What is it, like a Carvana sort of tower? That's what mine is. I'm curious if it's similar. Call them car dispensers. Oh no, I dropped a piece. Yeah, is it like a Carvana style tower? I did bring I brought a couple buildings to the show. There was that car tower, and I brought a garage. All this is on Instagram and Rebrickable too, so if there's anything you want to see, you definitely can look it up. But I brought a garage building that I made too that I really like. It's called the Grove. It's a garage and a apartment building together. Come on. Open up. 64. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'll read. I got a couple pieces left in this bag. I'm going to finish this. What you got in that bag? Any Luda fans? Luda! Actually, are definitely, if there's car fans in here, there's definitely Ludacris fans. Because Ludacris is in the Fast and Furious, so you've got to be both. It's impossible to not love Luda. That doesn't go there? What goes there? Well, that's a mystery. That's going to bother me. I don't like these extra pieces. Let me read what you said. Yeah, the idea started when I saw the Carvana towers. Built using a ton of the trans-clear 1x6 5 panel walls. I remember seeing your build on Instagram. That was awesome. Thank you. Yeah, mine has a similar... Wish I had it in here, but I also use those 1x6 panel walls. And then the curved... was it 4x4 curved panels? I use those to kind of make a, oval sort of shape on there. Accurate Legend, I don't have mine anymore. Luda! I actually met him a couple times at my old job. I used to sell guitars, and Ludacris would come in there quite frequently. It was a very large guitar center up in Atlanta, which is a very high traffic music shop. A lot of musician sorts of people would come in there. Obviously, I guess musicians would come in there, but Ludacris would come in pretty often. He was pretty cool. Luda! Actually, what's his face? Yeah. So do y'all know Buddy Guy? Do you know who that is? It's a guitar player. If you do, his son, or one of his sons, I think he has several, but one of his sons worked at the Guitar Center with me, and Ludacris came in one time, and he yelled that, Luda! And then jumped behind a rack of pro audio gear, so he didn't see him. So Ludacris was just looking around like this. It was not nice. It was very inappropriate. Especially Buddy Guy's a huge guitar playing, a guitar legend. So coming from somebody like that who's been around, famous people, messing with him like that was, I thought a little overboard. But it was funny. It's funny to think about now. Luda jumped behind a rack of pro audio gear. Oh, some of these plates too are very difficult to get together. Very difficult, but they definitely, I don't feel like they fit together super well. But this is it so far. This is a pretty fun build. I'll be back in literally 2 minutes. I'm going to run out there real quick. I'll be right back. Do I go to Atlanta BrickCon often, or are you asking somebody else? How many years have I been at this? Gil Tucker, I've been at LEGO building MOCs and stuff for probably about 4 years now. 3 or 4 years. Obviously, growing up, I used to play with LEGO a lot. I think most kids did. But I got back into LEGO probably about 3 or 4 years ago. Maybe took the other bags again while you were gone. Oh, he's not here. Or David, yes. No, I thought that you are the bag thief. I know that for a fact. I don't trust a word out of your mouth. All right, where am I at? Oh my, I'm going to be doing a lot of tiles, I guess, in this kit. The bag thief, man. Gathering these parts that I know I'm going to need in the next steps. Who that guy? It's the bag thief. The bag thief, man. What melody am I thinking about? I think it's a Sopranos song. That's it, LMFAO. What's it? The bag thief man? That's all I got? Let me be a little bit more explicit. I know it was you. I knows it. And I'll never forgive you. You're dead to me forever. Records. So this, kind of hard to build this on stream. This has a lot of printed pieces. All these tiles in here are all printed. They all look pretty good. This is like a maybe Isley Brothers sort of looking characters. Oh no, there's lighting steps coming up. Not lighting. Anything but lighting. This is going to go right here. This is going to go right there. Oh, okay. You're still dead to me, though, Gil. I will never forgive you. For real, though, if I ever do open up a Lego set and there's a missing bag, I'm going to tag you. I'm going to tag you on here. I'll be like, I know it was you, Gil. I know it was you. Give me that bag back. I'm not even going to contact Lego support. Even if they'll give me a new one, I'm not going to do it. I'm gonna tag you. I'll call you out by name, Gil Tucker. It does, clever pig. Scoop your eyeballs out is a appropriate way of to describe how I felt earlier putting the lighting in. I was not a fan, although it looks fantastic. It looks so good, but it is a pain to do. Not fun. I feel like my fingers are too stubby for lighting kits. I gained a new level of respect for people that add lighting to all their stuff. Like, Bevan's Bricks. The Bevan's Bricks guy puts like lighting on everything. I think he has a lighting. I think he does products, something to do with lighting products as well. And it looks so good, but I don't feel like I have the patience to do that. I did get a message from another company, a lighting company, about doing some stuff with them. And I thought about it, but I'm not sure if I want to do it after doing lighting for this. Especially they wanted to do a kit that's like a set. So like maybe the Daily Bugle, something like that. I don't really want to do lighting for that. I'd be much more interested in doing lighting for a MOC. It was David. I saw him. Gil, you're a dirty, rotten liar. Gil, you are a lie, okay? You are a great big old lie. I know it was you. I know it for a fact. And the funny thing is, David could actually get away with it now. He could get away with it because I would just blame you. Alright. Doing my favorite thing. Wiring for lighting. Such excitement. Such joy. I'll try to do this where y'all can see it. Fortunately, I may check the cameras. Oh, check the cameras for David. Video about why lighting kits are trash. So I've never been contacted by lighting companies. That's really funny. Oh, that's fun. I'll have to watch. I'm gonna watch. Okay, so I've got like 3 videos of yours I'm gonna watch after this. I'm gonna watch the Superbird with the sound on, which it looked really good. I like that tail end. I told you that. I'm gonna watch that one with the sound on. Now I've got to watch this lighting kit video, and there's something else I can't remember. But I'll watch that lighting video. I don't know. So far, it's just, I mean, this is all I've gotten set up so far. It looks really good. It's a pain in the butt to do, though. But these, I feel like they're pretty good. How did the lights last, like, over time? Why are they trash? What's the basic breakdown so I can think about it? Are they trash because it's such a pain in the butt to do? Or are they like quality-wise? With the Lego, or does the lighting affect the blocks? Crap, I knocked something off. Oh no. Does the lighting affect the blocks or anything? Or is it just you hate lighting kits because they're a pain in the butt to do? How in the world? Okay, so this goes like this. Oh my goodness. And then this is this here. Oh my goodness, this is so much. Alright, that piece goes there. Well, okay, these are not too bad since you build the kit alongside the set. Here's my experience with adding one after building a set. Okay, that's that. It didn't. I don't know if you put a link in or something, but it didn't show the link. But I'll look that up afterwards. I might have it. I don't know if that's a YouTube thing or if that's a setting that I chose to where you can't share links or something. I'll look into that. But I'll look that up afterwards. Yeah, I'd imagine going back and adding it would be a pain in the butt. These at least are integrated into you building it. Like while you're building it, you're actually going through the process of putting the lights in. It's not hard necessarily, but it is. It's not my favorite. I dropped a piece. Oh, I feel the same way about lighting kits that you do. The instructions are just 30,000 photos of bad angles. The tape used fails within about 30 seconds of applying. The bricks never quite go back together properly. Then, if you're me, you'll drop the set and it smashes into a billion pieces and you start all over again. Also, no matter what you do, the wires look bad. Okay. That sounds... what's the thing the kiddos say these days? No lie detected. No lies detected. That sounds like a nightmare. How is this built? What did I do wrong? Oh, I see what I did wrong. Okay. Oh my goodness, a sand green inverted. That is just lovely. A sand green inverted 1x2 bracket piece. That is gorgeous. Why, Lego? Just make it. Make it in all the colors. Yeah, I'm very happy with the the quality of the pieces on here, and there's been some pieces that like are just in colors that LEGO hasn't made them, so I'm happy with it. I do like this, whatever this color is too. This let me find out. Yeah, so there's like a kind of, it's not white, it's like a lighter bluish gray. This one is a little bit in between white and light bluish gray. It's a good color. LEGO should totally do this color. They should do it. Imagine the possibilities. For Star Wars sets alone, you could have, instead of just 2 colors that you make Star Wars ships out of, you could have 3. You'd have light bluish gray, dark bluish gray, and medium bluish gray. That expands the fleet by quite a bit. Dark olive green would be epic. Dark olive green. A dark olive green. What like the color of like a green olive? What is something that is in the color you're describing? I'm waiting. What color are you talking about? It's Lego's olive green, but make it. Well, I got that. What is there something that's? Is there something that is that color in real life that I can imagine in my head? I know. Make it darker. How dark? I demand you answer me immediately. Talking about take it, make it darker. I know that. What color though? Don't say LOL. What color? I'd love copper to return. Do they still make that color? I don't think so. I might be wrong, but no, I don't think they really make any coppery things. Like a good brass color. Have you seen... Okay. A Jeep. Yes, okay. I know what you call it. I get what you're talking about now. Yes. That would... Wait. Is that not dark green? What is dark olive green? I gotta look it up. Dark olive green Jeep. Dark olive green Jeep. I'm gonna be a duck on this Jeep. Okay. Yeah. Kind of a military... Almost a military green. Is that kind of what you mean? Sand red is my co-worker's favorite color. What's his face is into that too, the Cheesy Bricks guy. He really likes sand red. I have 1 or 2 parts in sand red. It's a great looking color. But maybe it'd be fun to challenge myself and build a car of that color or something one day. Yes, it's like military green. Yes, that would be a good color. I don't feel like... Maybe Lego's avoiding it just because it's military green. It's got that military kind of application to it, so they don't want to be associated with the military stuff. Maybe that's it. I don't know, but it's a good looking color. All right, so how does this go? I've got my lighting. I'm going to take... Oh my goodness. This goes here. I guess that kind of goes out the side. Yeah, this lighting is for the birds. Although, I don't know, I haven't done other LEGO lighting. That I feel like that LumiBricks or FunWhole is, they're definitely trying to make it as accessible as possible. I'm not having that hard a time with it. I think it's just that I'm not used to doing lighting ever, so I'm just new to it. But they have a lot of pictures and diagrams of how to do exactly what they're talking about doing. So I do appreciate that. Leaf element. They could make leaf elements in that color. That would be pretty cool, though. Oh. I feel like LEGO does doesn't do anything for a while and they jump headfirst into it. Like the colors for, you're talking about the colors for the leaves. Like there was like hardly any dark green like leaf or plant elements forever. It was just basically green. Then they started making bright green. And then all of a sudden bright green is everything. Same with dark green this year. And last year everything comes in that color now. Everything. Where does this go? This goes over like this. It goes under like that. And whammo. Clever Pig, do you like the, I know you like Andor, but do you like the other Star Wars stuff they've been putting out? Like, Acolyte, Ahsoka, all that stuff? Ooh, I missed some text. Let's see. So is the new factory in Virginia going to have an equivalent German fabric shop? I don't know what that means. Bright light orange season. It is bright light. Everything is in bright light orange right now. You're right. But you see what I'm talking about. They'll make everything, like, they don't make anything in that color, and then all of a sudden, bam, 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 everything comes out in that color. Dark turquoise is a similar thing from like last year. What is a German fabric shop? What do you mean? And I'm uncomfortable with you spelling it with a K. It sounds too German. Scared German. Was the name of one of the guys that was in here earlier. I don't know if he's still here. This is kind of a confusing section they have here. I don't like the way they have this put together. It's a little goofy. The Legoland has a pick-a-brick style warehouse shop. Oh, fabric shop haul. I thought you meant like fabric, like a shirt. Fabric shop. What's his face? What's the guy's name who has that giant Lego city? I think he's German, but I think he goes to it. It's like a warehouse. And they're basically giant cardboard, maybe not cardboard, but giant boxes of pieces. What is his name? He has a giant Lego city. He's a big old YouTube guy. Like some of the Star Wars stuff, I've watched most of it. Ahsoka was okay. Acolyte was going well until they revealed the villain. It felt kind of lame. I would prefer to keep a mystery. Yeah, I agree. Ahsoka was okay. It wasn't bad. I really like what's his name? Ray Stevens. The I can't think of his name on probably Darth something. He was the Sith, the one that was the older one, not the girl. She was good, but the older guy, he passed away last year, I believe. I really liked his character. He was a lot of fun. Yes, the German fellow with the museum he's working on. I can't think of his name right now. But yes, that guy, I know what you're talking about. I didn't know they called it a fabric shop, though. Fabric with a K sounds violent. Fabric! Scary. Very scary. Something about the German language sometimes sounds a little frightening to my poor Southern American ears. Ray Stevenson, yes. Balin Scroll, yeah, I think that was his name. Yeah, and he was like gonna go he was gonna go off and explore the like mysteries of whatever that planet was. I wonder what they're gonna do. Is Ahsoka coming back? Is there gonna be a second season of Ahsoka? Or is it over now? I don't really know. It's been a minute. Let's see what I did here. That goes there. Oh my gosh, this is confusing. That goes there. All right. Later, clever pig. Thank you for joining. I'll probably do a design stream sort of deal pretty soon next week. I'm gonna finish this up first. Who played the Punisher? Yes, he was the Punisher. Yeah, that Ray Stevenson guy was really good. He was in I was talking about earlier, a show called Rome. Have you ever seen Rome? It was really good. But he played a character on there too. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish up this bag and then call it a night. It's getting pretty late on my end as well. I still got maybe a good 15-20 minutes on here. Anyway, Ray Stevenson was on a show called Rome. And it was a great show. It was fantastic. Very sad he passed away. He was a good actor. He seemed like a nice guy, too. The Punisher was brutal. I actually watched... I'd never really seen it. Not really. You should watch Rome. If you have HBO Go, get on HBO Go. Of course, naturally, after we get done here tonight, okay? But if you have HBO, get on there and look up Rome, and it's really good. It's really good. Oh, that's what I was saying. Punisher. I watched the old show, the Netflix show. I'd never seen it before, and I liked it actually. The first season was really good. The second season was not very good. It wasn't bad. It was just it was boring compared to that. That first season was solid. And I was really excited. I got to the second season and it just like completely went not downhill, but it was not as good. I was a little surprised. It was a giant jump in excitement between season 1 and 2. Have you watched, Gil, have you watched the Punisher show? And do you like the Thomas Jane movie? 'Cause I like the Thomas Jane movie more than I like Warzones. And if you like the Punisher, if you're a Punisher fan, if you really want to get kooky with it, you can go back and watch Dolph Lundgren back in the 80s. Yeah, the second season was really slow. I don't know. It was boring. It was kind of boring. I didn't dislike it. Actually, I don't know if that's true. Maybe I did. I don't know. It was dull. I was not really into it. Did you watch the new Daredevil? Because that was the whole reason I watched it. It's because I watched the Daredevil show and I was curious. Like, I'd seen some of Daredevil. I think I saw the first 2 seasons when they were out, like, years ago. But I don't think I ever watched the 3rd season. I think I stopped watching whenever, like, Iron Fist and Luke Cage. Luke Cage is alright. But I didn't really care for Iron Fist at all. And Jessica Jones, I didn't really like Jessica Jones that much. So I went back and watched some of those that I missed the first time around. Did you watch the newer season of Daredevil yet? It's got Punisher in it. It's got the I can't think of his name. He was Shane on Walking Dead. But the guy from the Netflix show. John Barenthal, I think. Yeah, I liked it too. Yes, it was good. Second season was slow. Yes, it was good. I like Punisher, so it's awesome. Well, Punisher, Spider-Man, and Daredevil. Cool. Yeah, those are like yeah, cool. Yes, Daredevil was great. Yeah, I actually liked it a lot. I thought they did a pretty good job with it. I was a little, maybe, I don't know. I was hoping like Luke Cage or somebody would show up at the very end in that last scene when they're in the bar and have a little cameo, but nothing like that. That was a little disappointing. But overall, I liked the show a lot. I thought it was a lot of fun. Maybe they're saving that for the second season because they've got to bring some of them. They've got to bring some of those people back. Be a shame not to. Uh-oh. You're gonna keep hearing me say that. Uh-oh. Well, I think I'm about to knock something over. Whoa. So that goes there. That goes there. Not hard to tell which way that's facing. I think it's facing this way. Yeah, he's a great actor for the part. He is. The John Barenthal guy's really good. It's funny whenever he starts like punching things or attacking. Ugh, ugh, every time. That's his like, I'm angry, I'm going to start punching things noise. Ugh. It's so silly. It was fun. Thunderbolts. I have not seen it yet. I want to, though. It looks good. The New Avengers, you mean? They changed the name or something? But it does look good. And I've heard it was good. I've kept up with most of the Marvel stuff. I'll tell you something. I enjoyed She-Hulk, Attorney at Law. I enjoyed it a lot. I thought it was a lot of fun. I think that... tell me what you think about that. What do you think about that first? What's your... Is that an opinion you agree with or not? Before I go any further in my analysis of She-Hulk, Attorney at Law. I thought it was pretty good. What do you think? Am I a fool, or is that an opinion you agree with? I'm not saying it was something that it was all right. I'm saying it was pretty good, and it was funny, and I laughed. I had more fun watching She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, than a lot of the other Marvel shows that have come out. Like, Secret Wars was dull, probably the most boring thing ever. I didn't like Miss Marvel. She-Hulk was okay. Yeah. Okay, so here's my idea. I think that a big part of the problem with like some of these shows is the marketing. I think that they keep on coming out with these shows and they're like, this show isn't for you. And then they get super surprised when the show doesn't do well. I don't think they should do that. Like, if they just pitch She-Hulk like, hey, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun show. You're going to have a good time. We're not going to take ourselves too seriously, which is what that show was. It was fun. I think that it would have gotten a season 2. But instead, they decided to divide their audience before the show even came out, which is, I don't think, a good idea. I don't think that was smart. The cameos were fun. Daredevil was a fun cameo. With the little, the walk and shave thing was really silly. What's his face was fun to see him back. What's his name? The Lie to Me guy. The guy from Planet of the Apes. And what was he on? Reservoir Dogs with the ear. I'm dying here. Ugh, that guy. Abomination, the Abomination character. He was a lot of fun to have back. Especially like as a reformed monster with this like group of hippie ladies waiting for him to get out of jail. That was a fun it was a fun twist. It was silly. But I enjoyed She-Hulk quite a bit. I just think that they need to do a better job marketing and inviting people to actually watch their shows. I think that would be a good idea. Oh, that actually goes like this. Oh, that's a little confusing. Okay. I'm not going to mess with that, so hopefully I don't move any of the pieces. Oh. Please go on there without any issues. Please don't give me any problems. Please. Alright, it worked. The twerk. Yeah. The Megan Thee Stallion. I will die for you, Megan Thee Stallion. That was funny. I know like a lot of people, that was like a meme on the internet, was like, oh, look how dumb this show is. And you're like, yeah, it was dumb. That was dumb. But that was the point. It was fun. She's twerking with Megan Thee Stallion after winning a court case where a person an elf from New Asgard was pretending to be Megan Thee Stallion. It's dumb. It's a silly idea. I know a lot of people on the internet just like to complain about things and be weird and rude. We almost had a giant accident here with that. I'm going to move that down there. Megan Thee Stallion. What's the deal with, I don't really keep up that much, but isn't she having some, aren't there some legal issues with her right now? I'm just going to plug into. I'm just going to go on top. Yeah, isn't there some issues with like the guy who, what's his name, Tory Lanez, I think is the guy's name? Where he like shot her in the foot or something? And there's some sort of conspiracy now to where, or didn't like the bodyguard or something come out and say that he wasn't the one that had the gun? It was like somebody else or something. Oh man, this lighting stuff is for the birds. That was the point, Gil. Okay, me and you simpatico. You and I, we get it. We get it, okay? Other people, they just don't get it. They just don't get it. How does this go? This goes out here like that. And then a 1x1 brick is going to go on top like that. Tell you what, the lighting things really slow the whole build down. Goes there. Now all I've got is this piece hanging out, which then goes inside here. Oh my goodness. Inside here like this, which I attach a 1x6 plate. Didn't reply, so that was the same girl. Oh, that was the girl. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, the Megan Thee Stallion lady, something where she got like shot in the foot or something. And then the Tory Lanez guy, I don't know. Admittedly, I don't know that much about the two of them or their whole. I don't really know the beef, but I do know he got like attacked in prison the other day, and then now the bodyguard, I think, is coming out saying that that he didn't actually shoot her foot or something like that. I don't really know, but I do know that if you're hanging out with the sort of people where you got to argue over whether you shot your friend's foot or not, maybe it's time to get new friends. Maybe it's not, maybe it's on them for shooting you in the foot, but maybe it's also on you for having friends that you would think shot you in the foot or that would shoot you in the foot. Like maybe you should get a new friend group at some point. Might be a good idea. this is going here. This goes here. One of those. One of those. All right, I think we're about done for the night. And I'll probably build some more of this off stream because I do need to finish this build a little quicker. But I might do another live tomorrow evening, or tomorrow maybe mid-afternoon or something. It depends on what time I get back to the house. I might do another one just to finish this up, because I'm definitely not going to finish it tonight. It's a huge building. And I have some more voiceover stuff I need to do for... I have some work I need to do on some recordings for some new videos coming out. I've got all that sort of stuff I need to work on too, so... Uh-oh. I did something wrong. What did I do? I did something. Huh. I have a ingot that is the wrong color up top, I think. Kind of hard to tell. Ooh, dark green bar holder clip. That's a cool piece. Look at that. Ooh, and dark green. Cool color. Lego. Make it in that color. Hey, Lego. Like I said earlier, they should just make everything in every color. I don't know what their deal is. I don't know what they're waiting on, dude. Wrapping this up maybe another 5 minutes, and then I'll be off of here. I didn't see what you said. I love when they do extra cool stuff in these sets, but primarily I buy them so I can build them in Lego. And if they have rare pieces or stuff that Lego doesn't make, it makes it impossible to repeat. That's true, especially like these printed pieces. I mean, Lego's obviously not making, that printed piece. It's a one-off. What about, do you have to buy the set, or can you, is there a WeBrick? Yeah, WeBrick. Look, I love the color of, I think it was Volkswagen you did, and Groot's mouth. Yeah, that you can get that wheel arch. I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that. Okay, so you don't have to just buy Groot's mouth, or the Groot 4 times. Pick-a-Brick had those. They were like 25 cents. It was super cheap. That was a lie. $200 to build that was a lie. I said that for comedic effect in the video. That's not true. It was a joke. It was a joke. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if that was deceptive. I was not trying to be deceptive. I was trying to be silly. But they had them on like Bricklink or Pick-a-Brick or something like that. They were like 25, 50 cents. Maybe not the first couple days it was out or something, but they actually popped up pretty quick on Bricklink for a reasonable price. I wouldn't buy that set 5 times just for that color. That would be irresponsible, but it is a funny joke. Sometimes I'll say stuff like that just for to make people mad on the internet for content purposes. Let's see. Well, you know what I felt like buying the set. I did my due diligence. I didn't cheat and go get someplace else. I know you can get the wheel arches from there, but still, yeah, I know. Well, you know what I feel like buying the set. Yeah, I got you. Yeah. I was having some fun with that. I thought it was a funny joke to say that 4 Groots died for this vehicle. I thought that was just a silly way of putting it. That's all. Oh, that rests on... Okay, cool. Let's see what's going on here. So let me put that there. Put that there. This goes on this side. Over here. So yes, yeah, I was talking about the bootleg stuff. I just buy the instructions. I'll always have them. I gotcha. Does WeBrick? Do you ever mess with WeBrick? Do they have? The reason I'm asking is, do they have? Is it similar to Bricklink where you can order individual parts or something? Is that basically how it works? I don't really know. I don't really mess with WeBrick. I haven't really used it before, so I'm not really sure. And this color just looks good. LEGO needs to make a similar color. This like milky white, kind of not quite white, but not light bluish gray either. This is a great color. LEGO should definitely take that color and do their own. It'd be very useful. All right, I'm going to call it a night on here. Oh, I got you. Check out Bricklink. You should. Bricklink is actually a legit website. It's basically a. If you already know this, I don't. I don't want you to feel like I'm just explaining something to you like you're 6 and you don't know. But Bricklink is like Amazon or eBay for individual Lego pieces. Here's where I'm at, by the way. I'm going to call it a night on here, but I got basically the second floor base done. Bricklink is it's like Amazon, but for individualized Lego pieces, and it's owned by Lego, so it's like a legit website. It's not just some scammy nonsense. It's really good. There's something currently storage of 366 gallons. Yes, I definitely feel you there. But you can save some money, and Lego's one of those things, like you can always save pieces and have extra pieces for something. You never know when you'll need them. I definitely understand that sentiment, but Bricklink is definitely save you some money, and you can get pieces that are maybe rare or adult. Bricklink is also owned by Lego now. What's adult Bricklink? I don't know adult. I know Bricklink. But yeah, Bricklink is a really cool website that I definitely highly recommend checking out if you are into building MOCs or just want to save a couple bucks on pieces or look for rare pieces. What's his face mentioned sand red color bricks earlier. Bricklink's a really good place to find that. But yes, okay. Yes, Bricklink. Yes, it is owned by. It has been for a little while. Yes, I'm going to hit the road. We'll hit the sack, I guess, as they say. Probably gonna go to sleep pretty soon. But thank you so much for being here today, Gil. I'll give you another look. Just soak it all in because you're not going to see 8-stud wide cars from me very often. But Lexus 350, look at that rotating. Ignore these red pieces back here between pretend they're light bluish gray. But there you go. I appreciate everybody that showed up today. The best thing about me, 15 minutes away from there's a new Bricks and Minifig store. That gets done. Nice. I've never been to a Bricks and Minifig store. I've been to a couple Lego stores here and there, but they're kind of out of the way from where I'm at. I lived in Atlanta for a little while, but I just didn't go that often. Hi, Nikos. Thank you for joining. I am going to head out for tonight, but I'll probably do another live stream maybe tomorrow evening or tomorrow late afternoon and finish up the build. I appreciate you showing up, though. Thank you so much. Gil, Nikos, a couple other people was Clever Pig, the Amy, or Abby, Accurate Brick Innovations. There was Scared German. There was somebody else. Who else was here today? There was the Vamo Customs guy was on for a little bit. C. Sheltman, JB Builds. Thank you everybody for showing up, for making it out here and talking and everything. It was great talking with everybody. It was great meeting new people. I'll do another one of these soon, and I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great night.